beginning of the lesson plan template looks familiar with ones I have used in the past. Simply breaking down the who, the what, and the how you will be teaching. The application theory part is a little new to me. After working with some mod severe students in a classroom, the theory for behaviorism takes a new meaning to me. Um, Simply getting students to the correct stations can be a goal for some behavior kids. I've been working with the 4, 5, and 6 class, but occasionally would go into the kindergarten and first grade class to help out a bit. And in that class, some of their goals are just to focus on sitting together for more than a few minutes before hitting or biting or scratching their classmates. Uh, the theory part can be more than just an academic goal for the students. So another difference in this lesson plan is the differentiation portion. It's much more detailed than previous lesson templates I've used. When I was first instructed on a differentiation, it was what can you do to make sure that your lesson can be understood by all students, including those with IEPs. And then after reading this new information, it's more of a template is supposed to be geared towards all students regardless if they have an IEP. So if there's a student that is not diagnosed yet or may have other issues in the classroom, they could also be accommodated for. An aspect that I've not had much experience with is the comprehensive differentiation framework. This is a tool that helps teachers plan for all kinds of learners. It breaks down into 3 parts, and it was what was taught, or the content, and how it is taught, the process, and how students show what they learned by the product. Having done lesson plans in the past, this template goes into far greater detail. An example would be the opening. It is recommended that about 10 minutes go into details about what the students will be learning and how to communicate, how it ties into previous or future lessons. Depending on the age and the class, it can be a little difficult for some of the students to pay attention for 10 minutes or to take that long to get through that some of the information. A major challenge for me would be the guided practice portion of the lesson. Knowing your class would help out a lot with that part. But looking at all the steps that are involved, it seems a little concerning to me, so it'll be one thing I need to work on. But once I get more practice in creating different scaffolding models, I think it'll be a lot better. For example, like walking around while they're practicing their information by themselves. So with that, it will help me see who needs help, and I can kind of guide each person individually, each student individually, where they need it. Another challenge is planning ways to teach different kinds of learners. This includes what you would teach and how you teach it, or what the students, or how the student can create their show their learning. It takes time and knowledge to plan for those kinds of students, which can be a lot for someone just in the beginning of their career. A third tricky part is explaining how co-teaching will work in the classroom. Co-teaching, the definition says it's teachers, usually a gen ed teacher and a special ed teacher who work together. Newer teachers might not know each other and take time to get used to. Most of the lessons I've seen in the past don't show how to teach with someone else, so it'll be new to kind of create new lesson plans that will involve another adult in the room. And that's all for me.